Friends, family, subscribers to the YouTube channel, Adventuring with the S.G.O.C.C. So, putting stuff away, decided to take a little break. A video I've been contemplating doing for a while. So, you think you want to start a YouTube channel, huh? Well, my brother Tim and I did 2.5 years ago. And we quite enjoy it. We do all manner of things. Historic site reviews, walking tours, driving tours, gold mine claims, abandoned mines, gun stuff, of course, all manner of stuff. And we have a good time sharing our adventures with the members of our channel. As of this morning, we have 1,771 subscribers. We have 860,000 plus views, and we have 2,386 watch hours. We would be at the first stage of being monetized if we had enough watch hours. So we're working on that. But here's the thing. For all the YouTube channels that you subscribe to, 1% will subscribe back to your channel. All the people that you grew up with, know, and had real life experiences with, 2% will subscribe to your channel. The people you associate with in real time, in real life, present day, church members, people you work with, people you socialize with, 4% will subscribe to your channel. It just seems like the ask to have people subscribe to your channel is just way too high for some people. It doesn't cost them anything, but I think it takes, the last time we actually timed it was 15 seconds to subscribe to our channel. You don't have to ever follow us. You don't have to look at our videos that we do every Saturday, or like now, this one that I don't do on a Saturday, but I just do on a whim. Tim does a few of those too. We try to be funny. We were up in Bisbee, found a plateau up above Bisbee, and there was a big pond up there, little rock feature out in the middle that we called a crocodile because it kind of looked like a half-submerged crocodile. We thought it was funny. A few other people thought it was funny. But don't expect everybody to get your humor. Don't expect everybody to be as enthused about what you do as you are for doing it. It just doesn't work that way. Be careful with doing political commentary unless you're specifically going to aim your channel at doing that. Be careful. There's some very specific rules about what you can do with pew-pews. And I say that in a slang term because there are some very strict rules. I did a number of episodes earlier this year, last year, I can't remember, with what an every Wednesday series I called In the Bunker with Jeff, where I showcased some of our guns, some of guns of our friends, but you have to be very specific. You cannot suggest that somebody go out and buy a specific gun. You can't show chambering around. You can't show, like in the instance of pulling back a charge handle on an AR, you can't show a bullet being discharged from the weapon. There's just certain things you can and can't do. I can tell you all about what I like about a gun, but I can't tell you to go get it. That's just the way it is. We don't make the rules, but we do abide by them. So I would suggest anybody that wants to start a YouTube channel, have fun. Go start one. Pick a subject or number of subjects like we have. Do as many videos as you can. You're going to do them at your own expense. You don't have to have some expensive, $500 to $5,000 video camera. You don't need it. Tim and I have done, I think this will be the 892nd video that we've done, and that includes pulling shorts off of our main body of videos. So figure 500 videos, 600 videos over the span of 2.5 years. We try to go out every Saturday, but all we use for our videos is cell phones. They work great. They pick up sound pretty good. If they don't, you can get a microphone package, which our friend to the channel, Lee, sent us. They come with their own clip-on, little windbreak, clip on a shirt like that, and the receiver, we have it set up for Tim's camera, phone, good for about 20 feet away. We have 2 mics, charging system. I think this is for an Apple, or I don't know what it's for. In the move, I lost the instructions. But we have the receiver, 2 mics that work great, charging cables for everything, and I keep them in this old pill bottle because it's handy to keep around, keep everything together. And if we have to, now that we found it again, because I lost it during the move, we can even charge these on the way to a video shoot. So today's Saturday the 26th. Tim and I just did, actually we were up in Bisbee and we did quite a few videos. We did the Lowell walkthrough video, and we did a couple of shorts up on the ridge that we discovered that somebody took us up on. Thank you again, Gabby and Larry. So we seem to bump into the right places, the right time, with the right people to discover and explore things. And we're thankful for that. Don't have any expectation, if you're going to go start a YouTube channel, that you're going to have a whole lot of viewers, a whole lot of subscribers, and a whole lot of likes. Not going to happen. It's funny because the videos that Tim and I talk about specifically do thinking that we're going to get a lot of views or a lot of subscribers out of it, result in maybe 100 views. And we have 860 plus thousand views. Some of our videos that we do by accident end up, 15, 20,000 views. You can look at the analytics all day long. You can look at the popular ones. And it's very difficult to get a sense of what the public's going to like, especially because your audience changes with each video. We did Bisbee on Saturday, and people that are interested in Bisbee are going to watch it, but they're not going to share it. They're not going to subscribe. They're going to tell a couple of friends, but not that many. And one of the big things is titles. We got talked into using hyperbole in our titles for a while. I don't recommend it. People get offended and leave nasty comments when you post a title for a video. For instance, like we went to one of our abandoned mines to explore it, and we titled it "The Most Amazing Abandoned Mine Ever!" exclamation point. Well, it wasn't. It's just trying to pull people in. To be the most amazing abandoned mine find ever is pretty high level to reach. And it was just an abandoned mine. We had fun, 260 foot deep, very dark. We took a whole group with us, some of our subscribers, some of our contributors. Thank you, Brenton and Desi. That was a great trip. And you never know what you're going to find in an abandoned mine. But hyperbole, we're far too honest for that. We don't use scripts. We don't rehearse anything. For us, it's got to come from the heart. If it's not something you're passionate about and hungry to share with others, just stop. Just stop doing it. And we try not to attach any music to our videos, because I, for one, can't stand some of the music chosen on some of these videos. I've walked away from even completing completing watching a video because of the music. We just let our videos stand on their own. We pull a lot of shorts off them. Some controversy. I just pulled a short off a video I did a year ago, maybe, on the difference between a handgun and a pistol. And a lot of people very misinformed out there. By definition, I recited exactly what I've been taught 50 years ago by professionals in the business that have been in the business. If you go into a gun store and you ask for a pistol and point to a semi-automatic handgun, you're going to get laughed at. Conversely, if you go into a gun store and ask for a handgun and point to a revolver, they're going to laugh at you. Know your terminology. And by the way, this is one of my pet peeves. Stop calling this a clip. It's not a clip. Only one gun in the world takes a clip, and that's the ubiquitous M1 Garand. Let us say a prayer for all the lives saved. This is a magazine. A magazine holds rounds. They're not bullets, they're rounds, because they're round. So get the terminology straight. It's one of my pet peeves. I just really can't stand it when people say clip. It's not a clip. A clip is a stripper clip. It refers specifically, I got a hair in my eye, specifically to a stripper clip, which loads bullets or rounds from the end where the primer is, and you line the stripper clip up with the magazine that's built into the gun, because it's not a detachable magazine, and you push the rounds down into the fixed magazine like an M1 Garand. Ta-da! That's where the terminology comes from. I see a lot of these videos where they show somebody handling a gun very poorly and say, show a picture of any gun but a Glock. Well, stop being silly. Just stop. Put the gun down and just stop. Okay? Everybody have their preferences. My preference happens to be, I don't like Glocks. I never have. I don't like guns where you pay mostly for the name. I never have. I don't own a Benelli. I don't own a Beretta. I don't own a Mossberg. I have guns that are equally good, if not superior, that don't carry those names. And I never paid for the names. There's some guns you want to stay away from. Like, for instance, any cheap knockoff gun made in China. They're just not going to be good weapons. I personally, and this is because of a conversation I had with my middle brother Steve many years ago. He served 20 some odd years in the United States Army, mustered out as a first sergeant, I think. We don't talk that much now. But anyhow, he got me onto the idea of all of our shared calibers in all the guns that Tim and I have, all should share what's called NATO ordnance, North American Treaty Organization. So all of our AR-15s are non-binary, because if you just have an AR-15 that shoots .223, you're limited in what you can shoot. However, if you have a non-binary AR-15 that shoots .556 or .223, wide open market for rounds. We try to stick with 9mm, not because we think it's a better ballistically efficient round, but because 45 ACP is expensive. 9mm are plentiful. I think you can still get 9mm at the drugstore. At least you used to could. It's another term I like to use. Used to could. Anyways, we try to keep our rounds and our ballistics pretty much the same, because when the crash happens, or when the fall happens, and I'm not talking about when the leaves come off the trees, you're going to want to be able to find rounds pretty efficiently and pretty abundantly, because once you run out of rounds, it's just a rock. And friends, you ain't throwing that rock very hard and very accurately. So keep a stash of reload gear. Keep all your rounds ballistically where you can farm them and have fun. But set realistic expectations for a YouTube channel if you're going to start one. So I have somebody right now at church who wants to start a channel, and I'm going to help him all I can. But I need to help him understand his expectations are going to have to be a little bit lower. It's taken Tim and I 2.5 years to get to this point. Can't say that it's great content. I can't say that it's great host or great camera work because we're learning as we go. We're not going to make big investments into the channel until the channel can pay for it itself. Hopefully, and there's a twofold reason why we started the channel. One is to make a secondary income beyond our disability. Tim still hasn't gotten his. He's working on it. He's seeing lots of doctors, lots of surgeries. I mean, the kid is just broken. Okay, I'm broken. My legs are my disability. Anybody that watches our videos will see that. I've had 2 knee operations, one of which was not good, and I've lost the cartilage in both knees, so I'm very shaky, especially on uneven ground. So supplemental income is what we set out to get, but also to preserve the things that Tim and I like doing for future generations. Once they're uploaded to the YouTube channel, my nephew, Matthew, who I'm very close to and I love very much, when I'm dead and done and nothing but a memory, he can go back to the YouTube channel and he can see his unk. And he's been in a couple of videos. Same with Tim's kids. When we eventually all go away, and when we go away, what we leave on the channel will be there forever. So grandkids that we will never meet will be able to go on the channel and see their grandfather or see these sites that will no longer exist. The Copper Queen mine has taken back some of the leases at Lowell. It's going to disappear. It won't be there forever. Things that man has built do not last forever. We seek to preserve that and do our part. So go out, have fun, record what you're doing, and just make memories. That's what we're doing. And if eventually it becomes something that will help us monetarily, all our expectations are for the channel once it gets monetized is pays for the gas, pays for the rounds, occasionally buys new equipment like a selfie stick or a tripod or a drone, which we're missing one component. Then we'll have drone footage. We're working on it. We're continually working on it. Bear with us. We do accept all gifts. And thank you again, Lee. The microphones, huge hit. Really helped us out when we remember to take them or not pack them away during my move. But we have established where they are again. They're right here, ready to be charged on the next video. So, yeah, we're doing it to have fun. So this is Labor Day weekend coming up, Saturday. We probably should do something pretty big. Don't know if it'll be successful, but we're going to do something. So as usual, the way we sign off now is this has been a Fun Brothers production. More to follow.